the heck and what the heck is going on? Ooh, weekly generated sales is not up yet, or top 10 weekly generated leads. Give us a shout if you happen to hit the leaderboard last week, because if you did, congrats to you. I see a new name on top 10 monthly commissions earned, number 6, Albert Ponto. Albert, if you're on, congratulations to you. That is fantastic. Anyway, who is excited about Monday? I know I am. Last week, I think we got into some good stuff. We actually did a giveaway. We did a couple giveaways. Shout out to our friends Felice and John Ortiz, who we actually did a tag up with. We did a quick strategy session with those two. It was wonderful to get to touch base with both of you. I'm going to call out our friend Dana Rodriguez, who we did not hear from. Dana, you also won a strategy session, good for one more week, my friend. So if you are on tonight, we'd love to be able to tag up with you. I'm sure we'll ask a question tonight and maybe give away another something of value to all of you, but it's all good. So the countdown has also begun. The Now Lifestyle National event is happening October 4th, 5th, and 6th down in Schertz, Texas, right outside of San Antonio. I know that I'm going to go get my Riverwalk on, maybe put on a pair of like cowgirl boots or something, and have an awesome time with so many of you. Adam and I are looking forward to meeting all of you and getting to just tag up and sit in the hotel late at night and talk to you guys in the lobby and just get to create relationships and just it has been a long time since we have been to a national convention of any kind with any business that you just get to sit and enjoy and just get poured into and grab your notebook and just learn from some of the best. So I am super excited about that. Would love to have all of you there. If you don't know how to purchase your tickets, here is a simple way that you can do so. So if you're actually a Now Lifestyle member currently, you can, and I'm gonna share my desktop. We're gonna share it out. All right. Okay, so sharing with you here. If you're logged in to your Now Lifestyle back office, you can actually go to this little guy. It looks like a little ticket stub. Grab your tickets now. It's going to take you out to this website with all of this information chock full of, who should attend, why you should attend, all of the information, what you can expect. You guys, by the way, these two right here, father, son, John and Richard Weberg, brand new diamonds on the team. That means that their lifetime earnings in Now Lifestyle is over $100,000. That is awesome. Congratulations to you both. Adam and I have had a great opportunity to get to know them very well over the last few months. It is so cool to see a father and son building this together. You can tell that they have such a close and unique relationship, and they really care about people and they care about this team. And that's what I love so much about this business, is that the leaders that are helping, that you see throughout the week on these webinars, because we're with you Monday through Thursday, every night at either 8 p.m. or on Wednesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. These are people that absolutely care about people and want you to succeed. Some other keynote speakers, I know this guy, Joel Tyrion, Daniel Kump, who's actually Adam and I's personal coach and mentor. This guy, Armando, who apparently he's on HGTV. I don't know, that's a thing. John and Richard Weberg, David and Danielle, amazing couple. And then some of my favorite Canadians, Don and Janet Legere, who will also be speaking as well. So you can actually get your tickets now. If you want to come in just with a basic ticket, purchase it, get it. Like whatever you need to do to get there, just get there. It's going to be such an amazing event. You guys, this is going to be tons of information. Like I'm talking about thousands of dollars worth in value of information that is coming to you, and you can literally have it for $222 if you want. Or if you want to go VIP and get access to all 3 days, $422. So you can go check that out in your back office and get those tickets purchased. Okay, stop sharing, and we're going to come back to me. Maybe. I always hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry. Let's take a look. Just as an FYI, so I can get some logistics out of the way, if somebody would like to help a sister out If you hear anyone that says that they can't hear me, ask them to log out and log back in again, or they can just refresh their page and it should work. Now, if I start seeing, I always keep the chat up. So if in the event I see a ton of people say, I can't hear you, I'll typically refresh. So you might see me pop out and pop back in. So it's very good. Typically how we run these things is we're going to talk about one of the key foundational pieces to your business. It's something that honestly, not a lot of last voice or video try. Okay, that was not me. All right, cool. Sorry, I get distracted by the chat. Essentially though, if you're new to network marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever it is, or if you've been in the industry for a long time, one of the key pieces that we actually teach as a part of having a successful, solid foundation in your business is something called duplication. Typically what we'll do is we'll run through some lessons as they relate to duplication. Adam and I started this series way back when, probably at the beginning of July. It feels like forever ago, but just talking about what duplication is and why it's important to your business. And we will talk about that tonight. And then typically at the end, we will do a live Q&A. So if you have questions, please feel free to save them to the end. We promise that we will get to them. We do our very best to get to all of them, but we'll usually save about 10 or 15 minutes towards the end. And we typically don't like to go over an hour. So it really just kind of depends on how things are flowing. It does sound like Adam is kind of wrapping up here, but I want to be mindful because he's talking to a pretty awesome guy that we got to meet this evening that we are really excited to work with in our team. So yeah, duplication. For those of you that are new to this business, maybe this is your first time checking out a webinar. If it is, I just want to welcome you. If it's not, I want to welcome you back. So I am Ashleigh Reeker. My husband Adam and I are from Omaha, Nebraska. We have been members and affiliates with Now Lifestyle for, this will be our 6th or 7th full month. We joined in February, literally the day after Valentine's Day. It was like, happy Valentine's Day, let's go start a business online. Our background is in network marketing, offline network marketing and MLM. When we were 19 and 20 years old, we actually made a decision to, both of us dropped out of college. Adam actually opted out before me. We caught a dream in the company that we were a part of. We were actually mentored by some amazing people, multi-millionaires in business, learned success principles early on. And I'm so grateful for that education. I'm grateful for the education that I did get in college while I was there, but I actually walked out on a full ride academic scholarship. Imagine my mother's disdain. She was not super happy, but it's been interesting because I owned it and I was an adult and I made my own decision and I stuck right by my significant other at the time and now my husband. And I'm so proud to say that, how old are we now? We're both 31 years old. So over 10 years later, we have learned so much. And as we came into this business with Now Lifestyle, we were looking for a couple of things. Number one, we were looking for the right opportunity, the right business with the right product. Second, we were looking for a coach and a mentor that could help us in removing roadblocks, not do it for us, but help remove roadblocks and teach us along the way. And number three, we were looking for the right team with the right culture. And we found all of those things within Now Lifestyle. What's up, babe? Everyone misses you. Do you want to? Well, we can set it up there.
Well, let's just set it up right there. Boom.
Look who just came with the lighting.
Hang on, I'm coming over.
Okay, he's coming over.
Go around the long way.
So I was just doing a quick introduction. I'll let you get settled in here.
Oh my goodness, you've got like a different background now. We've got like the ocean picture behind us and stuff.
It's cool. All good. Good. I was just telling them that you were tagging up with a new member on the team.
Yeah, absolutely amazing human being too. I'm extremely excited to work with him. So
it's going to be great. It's going to be so great. So yeah, but that's a little bit about our background, where we came from. But when
my phone over there, it's important that
you're fine. When we found Now Lifestyle, we knew a couple of things. We knew that we wanted those three things in our business, and we found them. But what we also found was a company that we could grow solely online. Like, we do not market offline to anyone. And if you guys have ever been in previous companies and your upline or your mentor said, hey, make your list of names, get out a notepad and write down everyone you know, your mom, your dad, aunts, cousins, friends, old friends from high school. Let's pull up your Facebook list and print it off, and let's go talk to all those people. Okay. Well, if you've been involved in multiple companies like we have, we weren't involved in like a million of them, but a handful probably, you get tired and people get tired of hearing from you. And so when we came to Now Lifestyle, what we found was a business that we could build outside of the people that we know. Mm-hmm. If you happen to go to our Facebook wall, you will see that neither Adam or I ever post about our business. It's like the best kept secret ever. No one knows what we're doing. Yep. No one knows that we're generating like income online unless they've actually talked to us and have asked, because we typically just don't tell them. And quite frankly, it's so nice to not have to. It's so great to work with a company that has amazing products all under one roof. And I'm talking like the products that you need to build an online business, an autoresponder, a lead capture system, a very soon to be coming something very
top special. Secret. We can't even say it tonight.
And conference software that we're on right now. It's amazing. And we get all of that for Adam and I are at the platinum level. So $50 a month is what we pay for all of those things that you typically pay.
We're at the all-in level.
We are at the all-in. Yes. No, we are. But I don't want to confuse anyone.
Okay.
So, but typically what we were finding to get access to those tools that you need to grow an online business is you're typically spending about $300 for just those tools. That's even before you've developed, a marketing strategy and are driving traffic to your business and whatever. So we were super jazzed about that, which is why when people ask us like, why did you get involved in this business and what value? I'm like, what do you mean what value? There's tons of value in this business. It's amazing. So winding back, talking about duplication, for those of you that are new to this thing, Adam, if you were to explain to someone what is duplication and why is it important to your business in Now Lifestyle, what would your answer be?
Well, here's what duplication is in my opinion. If it's duplicatable, it must be learnable and it must be teachable. If it's learnable and it's teachable, it's duplicatable. I heard a statement a long time ago and it's always stuck with me, and it's this: complexity is the enemy of execution. Okay? Complexity is the enemy of execution. What does that mean? It means if it's extremely complex, it's going to be extremely hard to actually do. And if you're talking about being duplicatable or duplicating anything, that means you want to be able to do it again and again and again and again. That's not the most important piece. It is, can you teach it to your brand newest person who can learn it and turn around and do it again and again and again and again, okay? If it's hard for you, it's going to be hard for someone else. If it's easy for you, then everybody would do it. Duplication, Now Lifestyle, it's not hard. It's simple. And notice I did not use the word easy when I was explaining Now Lifestyle. There's a difference between easy and simple. Okay? Very vast, huge difference between easy and simple.
Hey, quick thing. Lloyd said, wait, go back to what you just said.
Which part?
Which part, Lloyd? Oh, he got it. Never mind. He got it.
Okay. It's see, everybody confuses the word simple with easy. It's not true. There's a lot of things that are very, very simple. How simple is it? Like just the definition of moving 500 pounds on a weight bench, bench pressing 500 pounds. Well, that's very simple. You just pick it up, put it down, and lift it up again. Is that easy? Two very different things.
Unless you're Joel, it's probably pretty easy.
If you're Joel, you'd probably do that before breakfast.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
Okay. So here's the thing, and here's what overcomes this. Okay. So there's simple, there's easy. The process is simple, but you know what's hard about that whole thing? The individual, human beings. Okay.
Because we complicate things.
We are the hardest thing to overcome. We have to overcome ourselves so that we can do something that's simple and also very duplicatable. But you can't teach something that you're not willing to do. You can't do it if you can't overcome yourself. What do I mean by that? Well, if I'm going to talk about duplication, I have to learn what it means to be disciplined in my activity. Because if you want to grow a massive team, you're going to have to do certain things, certain simple things consistently, okay? Now I could say, well, it's very simple. I just set up my LCS, I drive traffic, and I teach other people how to do that. Well, that seems extremely simple, right? Well, that is a very simple concept. Do you know what's very hard? Well, if I'm going to actually sponsor people, I'm going to have to be disciplined in my activity and the action that leads to me actually being able to follow up with people. What does that look like? Well, I have to run consistent traffic. Okay. I don't care if it's free. I don't care if it's paid. It's got to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does consistent traffic put people in your holding tank? Not overnight. No, your return on your investment does not come from the discipline of running consistent traffic. It comes from the discipline of consistent follow-up through your broadcast emails. Now, we're kind of spoiled in Now Lifestyle because we have what's called the lead capture system, and it sends out the first 5 for you on your behalf, right? But if you really want to sponsor people consistently, the first thing you have to do is be disciplined to run consistent traffic, whether it's paid or free. I do not care what it is. There's the free way and there's the fast way. That's the truth. Following up through broadcast emails every single day. I'm talking about every single day. That is the discipline, and that is the hard part of the simple part, right? Sponsoring people, teach them how to set up their LCS, explaining traffic. That all seems very simple. The hard part is I might not feel like doing a broadcast next Thursday at 11 o'clock at night. Well, if I don't feel like doing a broadcast next Thursday at 11 o'clock at night, the following Tuesday, if I don't have any holding tank people, it's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get to the easy part, by the way, the easy part is the follow-up and duplicating, setting up your LCS.
Yeah.
If you want to get to the easy part, which is the growth of the business, you have to do the behind-the-scenes things, the hard part, which is overcoming yourself.
And truly,
is that articulate enough? Does that make
really
sense
good
to everybody?
You're good at those things.
Well, we've got our ocean picture behind me, and I was inspired.
It's abstract.
It's abstract.
It could be an ocean, but to someone else,
I actually don't even know what it is. I think someone just splashed a paintbrush at the wall.
Probably. No, that's amazing. At any rate, it's true. And truly, the work of the business is simple. It is discipline, but it's not hard. Like when you first begin, you may have questions, but that's what the team is here for. That's what the community is here for. You can reach out and ask those questions. I know, so some inside baseball, one thing that I do for the week to make sure, because the week has distractions. Things do come up. Life happens if you have kids or, a husband or you work, things come up. And so something that we've done to set ourselves up for success for the week is we set up those broadcast emails that Adam was talking about on Saturday or Sunday. Like I take an hour and a half and set those things up for ourselves.
Yep.
You're so cute.
Are you filming this?
No, I'm not. I'm not recording it.
No one's recording this?
Someone might be recording it.
How many people are on right now?
I don't know.
Like 20?
Probably. 77.
We got to get that number up over 100. There's people who need to hear this consistently.
Who's?
500. Hey, I see Wanda Levy. She says she loves doing broadcast emails. And she does. You know what? Wanda's growing. Wanda's growing. Hey, just so everybody that's watching this knows, there's going to be a super special guest being interviewed by the man Daniel come tomorrow. And her name is Wanda. Wanda Levy.
It's the best.
And it's going to be an awesome interview. And trust me, I am going to be front row for that because I'm excited. She's going to drop some awesome knowledge bombs. She's going to drop some wisdom.
And we'll have to bring her back again.
Yeah.
And here's why. Wanda's significant other, her husband.
Her significant other. That's her hubby.
We just got introduced to him recently. And what an amazing couple.
Have not been formally introduced, but I really like the guy already.
But I feel like we like him. He literally looks like the most interesting man in the world.
Yep.
I kid you not.
He's the most interesting man in Now
They
Lifestyle.
are you can just, if anyone has ever like met someone that they just speak to your heart, this is such a special couple. You get to hear from Wanda tomorrow night, and she is amazing. She brings the energy. Like, you just watch one of her videos.
She's a special person. She's going to be enormous in this, and she is going to help so many people.
Amazing. And adding him into the mix, her husband, it's like, watch out. So you have got to check out that interview tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central.
Did you give anything away this evening?
No, not yet.
Oh, do you have a question in mind?
I don't know.
I'll think of a brain buster.
Okay.
But guys, here's what I want to get back into. Obviously, Ashleigh and I have a little bit different communication and teaching style. We really like to just, like, I envision all of you just sitting around the table right now. We're having a coffee or whatever, and we're talking about things. Mm-hmm. And so when I get into talking about duplication is something that it's maybe a little bit easier to understand by seeing the example than actually is teaching it. Now, if you were on a couple weeks ago when Ashleigh showed you what our follow-up looks like, that literally is what's being duplicated on our team, on purpose for a purpose. Because the first thing that we look to help people do is launch a global business on automation extremely quickly. And if you followed our follow-up that we did a couple weeks ago, that's how it's done. But here's the thing. You can be 100% clear about what it is that you need to do. But if you're not communicating that in the proper manner, is the person that's across from you on the other side of the computer several states away, are they clear on it? Now, I'm going to give you guys some secrets here. One in particular. If you want to get good at this, I'll ask a question. Do you learn it better when you do it yourself, or do you understand it more when you teach it to someone else? Somebody answer that. Jeopardy music. I'll just tell you the answer. Well, you're going back way too far. That was like 20 minutes ago.
No, people are teaching yourself.
Yeah, when you teach it. When you teach it. See, I'm a wrestling coach during the wintertime. I grew up wrestling, and I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can explain it to anybody. I can do it. But when you're teaching it to a brand new wrestler who's 4 years old, who can barely walk without his mom holding his hand, let me tell you something. You learn it a whole bunch more at another level when I'm teaching it than when I was learning it or doing it. So with Now Lifestyle, if you want to become an expert at Now Lifestyle, which it's very simple, then I recommend, it says, Adam, you're barely in the camera. I'm in the camera, Walter. Am I not? Might be your camera.
It's a small space.
Don't throw me off. I get thrown off. But no.
You kind of are.
When you're learning it for yourself, it's vastly different from when you're teaching it to someone else. If you want to be an expert on duplicating the Now Lifestyle system, I recommend that you teach it, because when you teach it, you have to not only understand it, you have to be able to articulate and communicate it. And when you can know it and teach it, you're an expert on it. Mm-hmm. What do you got to do? Well, then you got to go back to that thing that I was talking about being disciplined, so you can have consistent people in your holding tank, so you can consistently teach what you know. Because when you consistently teach what you know, and you know 100% what you're doing, and you're communicating it in a manner that they also understand, look out.
Yes.
I'm talking about look out. You're going to be enormous. I'm talking 10,000 people on your downline in the next couple of years, maybe sooner.
And there's something about empowering yourself to learn it, like to grab onto the tools that are available and learning it. It builds your self-confidence. So the first time that you do a follow-up with someone, or your first broadcast email, you feel awkward and it's like, I'm not really sure of myself.
Yep.
Just do it anyway. Go through it, because once you push through that, through that discomfort, which, by the way, it's really not that bad. The boogeyman's not going to come get you. You can't really mess it up. You really can't.
Yep.
You're going to learn so much, and you're going to take what you learned from the first time you did it into the next time, and you just build that momentum. You build your self-esteem through that process, and it becomes so much easier every time you do it and every time you teach it.
I'll tell you what, Stan Simmons, Stan the man, just said something, and I totally relate to it. Let's see if I can find it. He said, it's amazing how rookies, or like a brand new person, can ask you a question that you don't know the answer to.
It's so true.
It's true. Or maybe they're wording something in a different fashion. Maybe you've heard the question before, but they're asking it differently. But once you hear enough of the same questions, because what I find is that every brand new person always asks the same series of questions, which is why we tailor our follow-up the way that we do, so that we know when the questions are coming at certain times. You don't have to worry about that. Just duplicate it, set up your LCS, teach them how to drive traffic. And then I heard a really good one here too. Yep. Yes. If you don't know the answer, you have to go find the answer, and then you learn it yourself. Thank you, Jerry. Great point. If it's Jerry, I think it is, we're going to try to hop on after this, although it might not be right away, but we will be on shortly. And you're right, because when you don't know the answer, you don't want to not know the answer, but it's okay to tell someone, hey, I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to go find it. Mm-hmm. And that's just it's part of being a human being and being transparent with people. You know?
And it's something that you don't have to, like, don't be ashamed that you don't know. Like, my response typically when someone asks me something I don't know, I'm like, that's a really great question. I've never been asked that before, but you know what? Give me like a couple hours or an hour or whatever. I'm going to go find out the answer for you and I will let you know.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay. Well, some nights we get into things on a little bit different levels.
Here's what I'd love to know. All right. So as we come into the end of August, do we have one more of these for August?
Yeah, we have, I think we have one more.
I would love to know for next week what you guys would like to, what you would like to know as it relates to duplication. And it can be something that we can help teach as we're rounding out the month, because I'll tell you what, fall is an amazing time to build your business.
Some of the fastest growth periods we've ever seen are September, October.
It's probably because it's football season. Everyone's super riled up.
Well, I don't know. Not everyone lives in Nebraska.
Well, they should.
There's just nothing else to do here.
Except for watch football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or build an online business.
It's so
which
true.
Is fun. They're both very fun.
True. The 4 things you should be doing.
Here's the 4 things that you should be doing, right? There's 4 things that you have to do if you really want to drive consistent traffic, you want to grow this thing, okay? You have to have consistent solo ads, right? I recommend strongly every single month investing in some sort of guaranteed paid signups or Facebook leads. You have to do broadcasts consistently and you have to follow up.
So some type of traffic.
Use something that Joel's already given you. Invest in yourself, whether it's Facebook leads or guaranteed paid signups. Broadcast emails every single day and follow up with the people that hit your holding tank. Teach them how to do that. That's the whole dang deal right there, guys.
When we were first growing our business, like, because we came into this thing with 0 people on our list.
Yeah, like literally 0 people.
And it's funny because now some people don't
believe us. No, we had
but
this
it is
happen
true.
Yesterday.
6+ months ago, we came in with no one on our list. And I remember days where I would get frustrated, like our first month or second month. And I'm like, when is this thing? Like, something's got to give. And Adam's like, Ashleigh, teach people how to set up their LCS and drive traffic. Yep. That's all you need to do. And every time I would like start to be like, it's not working. It's not moving fast enough. Adam's like, Ashleigh. I'm like, yeah, I know. Set up LCS, drive traffic. And that was it. That's all we had to do. So pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, but you don't understand what I'm talking about until you've set up your LCS and drove traffic and taught someone else how to do it consistently. If you're having doubts, I challenge you. Go do enough work to where 10 people hit your holding tank, and you might have to have more than 10 people hit your holding tank to do this. Do 10 follow-ups. And on that, and I'm talking about doing a conference center follow-up face-to-face, not texting or calling and plugging them into Now Lifestyle on Facebook. I'm talking about do the work to have 10 people. Actually, forget how many people. Do the work to do 10 follow-ups. Teach them how to set up their LCS and drive traffic, and see if your attitude changes with where your business is at. Mm-hmm. Because honestly, you're probably frustrated because you haven't done the right work long enough. Maybe you haven't done the right work yet.
And we've seen people that literally, like, they'll call us or text us, and they're like, I think I'm going to give up. And we're like, you were right. Like, you don't even see it. Your business is about
so close to
just explode. And we've had people, like, we don't talk anybody into this. Like, we encourage them to make the right decision for themselves, but they will quit, and literally the next day, boom, their business blows up. I'm like, you literally just lost out.
Well, because the whole thing that they're trying to gain is self-confidence.
Yes.
Well, you don't know if you can do this until you've done it. Well, you haven't done this until you've done the work to do consistent follow-ups. Yeah. Now, if you're willing to connect with somebody one-on-one on a webinar like we're doing now, I'll just bet you'll fall in love with connecting with people. And it's really fun when you get to help people. Well, what do you do? What do you help them? Hey, I'll whisper it. This is a secret. Teach them how to set up their LCS and drive traffic. Mm-hmm. That's my secret. Teach them how to set up their LCS and drive traffic.
Literally.
I can shout it from the rooftops, but if you're not willing to be disciplined to put those people in, I can't help you.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for questions?
Sure.
Do you want to ask a question and give away something?
Well, I haven't thought of a question because I just hopped off a call and then I jumped right onto here.
All right, so I'm going to pull up chat so it's larger, if that's okay with you. All right, so question time for anyone who has questions. I'm going to scroll to the bottom here. Faisal, what's up, my friend? Have you guys done Facebook ads through your fan page? No.
Nope.
We have not. Doesn't mean you can't.
You can do whatever, Faisal, whatever form of marketing that you want to, but I am telling you, solo ads, guaranteed paid signups, and follow-ups will blow up your downline. Guarantee it.
Perfect. You're welcome. You're so welcome.
We can answer some questions while I'm thinking of it.
I know. I'm waiting for more questions to come in.
Well, they may not have any.
I know.
Maybe this particular Monday, everybody's just good.
What social network brings more traffic? Says Montrese. What's up, girl?
Montrese, I'll tell you something. Here's what it is. It's whatever you use and do consistently and get good at.
Yes. And truly, so if you're looking at free methods of growing your network, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, they're good because they generate organic, like really organic, warm leads. It just takes time.
Yeah.
Like our YouTube channel, we've had for a long time. We've had different types of content on it. And probably the last few months, because we were doing tons of videos, teaching
when
people.
She's saying tons of videos, I'm like one a week or two a week.
No, but we've got quite a few. I mean, we were consistently putting out content, valuable
we weren't doing
content
10 videos a day.
And it began growing. So,
any suggestions on good solo ads? Yeah, I'll tell you. I think there's a lot of, I think asking your coach is probably the best thing to do there. Alessandro's been pretty heavily promoted throughout Now Lifestyle, but I've heard of several other ones, such as Udemy or Traffic for Me. I think they're all good if you're consistent with them. You've got a good funnel, which we've got from Now Lifestyle. So that's, if it's adjacent, I think it is. Just you can reach out to us. I mean, I don't keep anything secret from Now Lifestyle, so we're a pretty open book. When you broadcast, you use the same ads. We use the same links in every one of our broadcast emails. There's two of them specifically. One's the dollar sign-up page and one's the VSL video. Every single broadcast we do.
Which is, by the way, the VSL video is the 15-minute video. That is, if you go log into one of your lead capture pages, specifically the ones that are under the $1 trial, it's the 15-minute video. And so we will send people a link to that and then a link to the $1 trial.
Now this is a great question. How many times do you actually contact someone when you start him or her out in the follow-up? When someone hits my holding tank, they get my welcome email and my text message, and if they don't respond to either one, I move on and sponsor someone else. That's the God's honest truth.
Yep.
If I set a meeting up with somebody and they no-show me 2 times, that's it.
Mm-hmm. And 2, that's very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't reach out to them. They reach now once someone's signed up and I'm actively working with them. We start to have a relationship. I'll reach out to them and see how they're doing and things like that if I have any questions. But 9 times out of 10, you know you got a business builder because they're reaching out to you.
Yes. Yeah, they're asking you questions.
I'll go back just a second. Do you use follow-up messages in Now Lifestyle? Absolutely. Yep.
Yes, we do. That's what the lead capture system's for.
Yep. Do you have any info to build a YouTube channel? I want to create one.
I got this. Yeah. Okay. Faisal, all you need is a Gmail account at gmail.com. Oh, yeah. Go to YouTube. You have a YouTube channel. You can literally
automatically
how to start a YouTube channel. That's how we learned how to do it. So
yep.
nothing.
Faisal, I see you on every webinar, dude. I friended you on Facebook, by the way. You should accept my request. We'd love to connect. Stan, does Stan have a question?
These are coming in fast.
Let's go back here. We'll just pick some good ones. Now I am kind of out of the screen. Here's here. Hi, okay.
Stan says, people have a tendency to buy all the different programs that are offered and end up being sponsored by more than one mentor. What do you suggest to correct this?
I think sometimes what can happen is someone's not sure if they signed up, so they sign up 2 different times. I don't know how to overcome that. Other than if you reach out to them first, then good for you. You're going to coach them, and they can always contact the corporation and cancel the other account. Because I've seen that a couple of times. And actually, Stan's had a situation like that.
Yeah.
We can't control if somebody signs up more than once. I wish we could, but I can go in and sign up for 5 different Now Lifestyle accounts right now too. you know, if I wasn't sure what I was doing.
Coach Doug, do you mean paid Facebook leads when you say solo ads?
I do not.
Nope. So Facebook leads actually are done by Joel. It's one of the marketing efforts that Joel and his team do, along with guaranteed paid signups. Solo ads are through a provider who you provide your lead capture link to, and they will do the ad copy and they'll send it out to their giant network of people. It's a great way to build your list.
Yep.
Is that John? John?
You know what we should do? We should shoot a video about what the heck a solo ad is. I think that would be valuable.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Hey, thank you for that, Coach Doug.
Write
That's
that
a
down.
great idea for a video.
All right. Jean asks, do you do one-on-one or group meetings?
Yes, absolutely. Every day.
So we typically do one-on-ones, but if we have a lot of folks that are in our holding tank at one time, we'll typically book them into
well, it's because you gotta figure out how the business works out in your life. So
yes.
If you're running consistent traffic and have several people that are enjoying your opportunity, which you will if you're consistent, and say you've only got 1 hour, one night to do a meeting, then you know, you can book 3 or 4 brand new members into the exact same meeting and cover it all with all of them at one time. Well, what are you going to teach them? I recommend you explain the LCS, help them set it up, and then explain what traffic is, the difference between free traffic and paid traffic.
By the way, so we did a live training on that a couple weeks ago. Adam and I have a couple of our follow-ups that we've recorded on our YouTube channel. If you want to go check them out, if you want that information, it's definitely out there.
Like real live. This is us with a brand new person, no takes, no edits. It was just, we're following up with people.
Rhonda, how do you send follow-ups on demand? Is it possible? So I think what you mean, Rhonda, is you can send them, like you can schedule them out to go out at a certain time. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, that is actually through your broadcast emails. And there is a training in your back office on how to do that. Oops, sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself.
These are great questions, you guys. This is awesome.
Amanda, what's up, girl? What lead capture page do you have the best results with when running solo ads? So it really depends. Right now, we've seen a lot of good results with any of the coaches funnels, and there's 3 of them currently. There is a super exciting thing coming for anyone who is a platinum member.
We can't even talk about it quite
yet. Can't even
yet.
talk about it yet. Just know it's coming. So that's
hang
what I would recommend.
on a couple more weeks. You're gonna really like what's rolled out.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it hard to compete with that lifestyle online. I'll just leave it at that.
Walter, what is your best recommendation for local marketing? Walter, do you mean like belly to belly, face to face marketing?
We're a bad couple to ask about that because I refuse to market my business offline.
And that's just because we came from offline network marketing and we were so burnt out on it, which is why we loved the system.
Yeah, the system works. I'm telling you. Sometimes, you know, what's funny is, and I'm not saying this is your situation or not, but people, instead of learning how to do this online, kind of go out and try to do it the old school way, and it's not duplicatable.
Yeah.
If you want to do it online. And I'm not saying that's your situation. I'm just seeing that.
So we just got a question from Rhonda. I have it memorized because I'm actually looking something up here. Rhonda asked how do you insert an image?
Aha. You're going to share. Oh, here's a free gift for you guys.
All right. Free gift for anyone on this thing. Rhonda asked, how do you add a picture into the HTML form? I've not been able to figure out how to do it.
Click this link.
Rhonda, I'm sending you a link.
Well, we're sending it to everybody. We're going to put it in the
comments. Sending this to everybody. This is how you add images, embed images
into your broadcast,
into your emails. Any of them. Lead capture, autoresponder, broadcast emails. Copy that. Go check it out. Free gift to you, my girl. My girl. My girl.
Jeez.
Adam, what are you twisting in your hands?
Oh, yeah. We've got these things right here.
These decorative balls.
Like, who asked that? Wait, who asked that?
Wanda did.
Wanda, good for you. She's like, we got these like goofy things here.
It's in a pretty vase.
It's not in a pretty. This is
we got this for our wedding.
Well, okay. This is the
this crystal.
Now understand, we did get the crystal from our wedding. This is the goofy stuff that Ashley comes home with on a random Tuesday.
Because Target, that's why.
And these things right here, we're just like. So when I'm always have to, I don't know. I'm always very active. So I just have like a football or whatever these things are in my hand.
Yeah.
Helps me focus. That's the answer to that, Wanda.
Stan, are there any plans to embed links into a picture? So Stan, I don't know if you can actually embed links into a picture, but what you can do is once you've put the picture, you've added the picture, you can highlight the photo and you can hyperlink it.
Yep. Here, do you want one of these?
No.
It's helpful. It adds.
It's all good.
So much more focused. Okay.
That's all good. Joe, can anyone get into your one-on-one group? Only the people that we personally sponsor.
You can see us every Monday night.
Yes, you can.
And sometimes we'll ask a question, and if you answer the question, then you'll get a private one-on-one session with us. It was really fun. We did that a couple of times over the weekend with folks that answered questions last weekend. It was awesome to connect with the two guys that we did.
Yeah, it was good. Amanda is the $9.99. So the $9.99 or $10 VIP membership, is it just for new members?
Well, yes. I mean, you can't go from a $50 membership to a $9.99 membership. Plus, you wouldn't want to anyways, because there's limited access.
Very limited access.
Yeah. So the best thing to do. Sorry, I'm going to put this down now. Wanda's made me self-conscious. It's not something. Here's an awesome, beautiful thing. Is part of the Ascension model. Where if you can take somebody that's a free sign up and you can help them get their foot in the door and test drive Now Lifestyle for $9.99, that's a beautiful thing. But you don't want to go from a $50 a month membership to a $9.99 because you're limited and the commissions are limited. It's for somebody that's just checking this thing out for the first time.
And honestly, that was implemented to help people that are free members come in and actually see the system work. They do get limited access to it. So they only get, I think, 2 of the lead capture pages and up to 250 members on their list, which is not a very large list. But it was an opportunity for those people to come in and actually test the system, and it puts profit in your pocket. So for every member at $9.99, you get like a $5 commission, which is not a huge commission, but there is a commission.
Well, it's better than someone staying at 0, you know?
Yeah.
Jason asked, will the guaranteed paid sign-up leads jumpstart? Well, the guaranteed paid sign-ups are different from the Facebook leads. The leads are just that. They're not actually signed up. The guaranteed paid sign-ups are actual members that will hit your holding tank. And the truth of that matter is, yes, absolutely. If you're willing to follow up, they will jumpstart your business, and I recommend it.
Yeah. I'm just preparing for this. Okay, cool.
Hey, just so everyone knows, this business is not hard.
It's not.
It's not, but it's everything that I was talking about at the beginning. It's a new language. It's a new language. It's something that you need to learn. And then one thing that's important to do is go figure out what it takes. Like, what is your level of investment? What is your level of commitment? What is your level of activity individually? What does it take you to see your business grow? Yeah. For the first 60 days of our business, we just said, okay, let's just go decide exactly what it's going to take. What's the price tag? What's it look like to grow? And then when we saw it grow, the price tag was not intimidating. And I'm not talking about money spent. I'm talking about what we were willing to invest in ourselves and the time we were putting into it. So it goes hand in hand. And when we saw it grow, all we really wanted was to see it grow, just like all of you. And once you see it grow, keep doing more and more and more of the things that you did that made it grow. Now, I'm just talking about if you're sponsoring one person. Well, what did it take for you to sponsor that one person? Because it'll be easier the second time and easier the third time and easier the fourth time. The only way that you can lose in Now Lifestyle is to quit Now Lifestyle. I'm so serious about that. But yeah, we understand when it was a foreign language. I remember Ashleigh and I, we locked ourselves in the office every single night the first month we were in here. And I had no idea. Ashleigh was like, Adam, why don't you understand this? I'm like, because I paint walls and finish drywall during the day. That's why. Yeah. So she had to be very patient with me. Yeah. And then once I understood it, I mean, it's just thought anybody can do this.
Absolutely. All right. Great.
So all
questions.
Of the CPs lead to that 99 membership. I'm not sure CPs.
Montrese.
Are the paid Facebook leads free members? Okay. Yes. Yes, they are.
No, not all of the capture pages lead to the $9.99 membership. Some of them lead to the free membership.
Actually, I don't know that there is a funnel out yet.
No,
with a link
not
to that.
Currently. So some of them lead to the free membership, which those people will actually be promoted via Joel currently to upgrade to the $9.99 or the VIP. And then there are the coaches funnel ones that we recommend. And those actually go to the $1 trial, which then after 7 days will upgrade to a platinum membership. And that's what we recommend because you get full access to everything. And that's for people that really want to build their business. So holla. All right.
Okay.
Well, guys, it is 8:47. We're like 2 minutes over-ish.
I feel like I was a little bit thrown off because I was wrapping up a follow-up with an absolutely amazing guy. And so it ran for like an hour and 20 minutes, which is fun because I enjoyed the whole time, but we like to hop on like 10 minutes beforehand. And because this is fun. We absolutely love hanging out with you guys every Monday night. You know, if you keep coming back, hopefully we'll keep adding value. In the future, if I get permission from a couple of important people, then we'll start to bring guests on who are duplicating the things that we're talking about.
Amen. It'll be awesome. So in the interim, tomorrow night, please come back. Check out our personal coach and mentor.
You guys want to hear from a rock star. Wanda Levy is going to come on with Dan the Man.
Daniel is interviewing her. We have had an opportunity to work directly with Wanda. She is amazing, has an awesome story. Like, I feel like
she's going to bring the energy.
Wanda, like we're at about a 5.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Wanda's like at a 12.
Yeah.
Like she's awesome. So tomorrow night,
it is seriously
same time, same
her.
place. Yeah. 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern time. Check it out. She's going to rock. You're going to find out what the heck she's doing. So the stuff that Adam and I are talking about that's duplicating, Wanda's doing. And you're going to get to hear it from her first on what the heck she's doing to see success in her business. I am going to throw down a link for anyone that is visiting this link or this webinar for the first time. Maybe you're not currently a member. I'm just going to throw out this link for you. It's NLS1D as in dog.com. Go ahead and check that out. If you are looking to get things up and running, if you want to get this thing started, go ahead, check out that link, get after it. We believe in you guys. Do you have anything else?
I do. I have a brain buster that Jason asked for.
Okay.
Johnny's mother had 3 children. This is a riddle. Johnny's mother had 3 children. The first child was named April. The second child was named May. What was the names of the third child? What was the name of the third child's name? All right, I better go through that again. Somebody already answered. I'll do better next. Yes.
Is that accurate?
All right, so everybody understand. There's details. Now, listen, because this all makes sense. It says Johnny's mother had 3 children. The first child was named April. The second child was named May. What was the third child's name?
Sharit nailed it. It's Johnny.
It's Johnny. Right?
Can we give Sharit something?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know.
You can't say you don't know.
I don't know. I didn't even know the answer to that until she answered. I just Googled that.
She nailed it.
Sharit, would you like to connect and have a game planning session? Some inside baseball stuff. We'd love to do it.
She went away.
She said no. I just dropped the mic and I'm out.
Awesome, girl. Well,
hey, send us a Facebook.
I hope, although last week we had somebody, Felice, who we got to tag up with. I thought Felice was a woman for the longest time.
Why? That's so strange. I didn't.
I don't know. Felice, I'm sorry.
Well, I've seen him on these webinars. He was always the guy giving me.
Sharit, we'd love to connect with you. Reach out to either Adam and I on Facebook and we'll get some time scheduled with you. So we'd love to do that. All right, guys. We're getting out of here.
Felice is like, what?
Sorry, Felice. That's awesome.
Sharit's a...
Oh, it's a guy. All right, cool. Thanks, Donalyn. Appreciate that. All right, honey, we got to go. We got to go.
Sometimes you just have to end the webinar. Let's connect soon. Friend us on Facebook. We'd love to connect for sure.
Awesome, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. Wanda Levy.
Wanda. It's going to be awesome.
Check it out.
We don't have the elevator button in the kitchen. I almost... Oh. All right, we'll bring our A game next week, you guys. I'm serious.